Good evening, folks, and welcome to Pro Tour Baltimore. Or as they like to say around here, the greatest city in America. And it truly is great to see so many new faces in the crowd alongside the legion of dedicated, globe-trotting Pro Tour competitors living the dream. Play the game, see the world. But the dream would not be possible without the hard work of many good people. And I'd like to take a moment to thank a few of them. Before we get into the exciting stuff I know that you're all eager to check out. Jonathan, Suarez, Pete, Heffling, and the Star City Games team, thank you for your hard work to bring this show together. But furthermore, thank you for your belief in Flesh and Blood and the way that you have welcomed our community to be part of the SCG Open. I'd also like to thank our Director of Premier Organised Play, Trevor Baker, and the LSS Event and Marketing team, Nico Glick, Tom Ebersweiler, Michelle Cavern, Alex Neville, Karshan Rao, Newson Zeng, Chris Hallows, and Chris Pierce. Thank you for everything that you do to create these experiences for fans around the world week on week. I'd also like to thank Joshua Scott and Klaus for all of your work developing the Global Judge Program. And a special thank you to all the judges who have traveled near and far to be here this weekend. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you very much. Folks, without further ado, who wants to see some Dusk Till Dawn? That's pretty good. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! Mr. DJ, hit play. Alex, thank you and your team for putting together that stunning trailer. And I want to take a minute just to thank our creative team back in New Zealand, creative director Robbie Wen, MJ Patizio, Sam Yang. You have outdone yourself crafting something exceptional, just so beautiful with Dusk Till Dawn. We brought on board iconic artist Livia Prima to bring Prism back to life once again in a new form, Prism Advent of Thrones. And I gotta say, it's probably my new all-time favorite piece of Flesh and Blood artist. Absolutely stunning. But I know you guys, you want to know more. Let's have a look under the hood of Dusk Till Dawn. Firstly, folks, Dusk Till Dawn is a really special, significant milestone for Flesh and Blood. It is the 10th booster set that we've released. And we've gone over and above to create something really special with this set. You know, I look at the way that we release products as being on kind of like a hype cycle, right? If everything is hype, that's just called normal. So when we're designing Flesh and Blood, we really do try to take all of the fans on a bit of a journey where you have some products that are like peak hype, like Monarch. It introduced talents, it kind of completed the game. Then you kind of go on along, then you come up to things like Uprising that introduced double-faced cards and beautiful dragons. Yeah, they were good, yeah. Thank you, Mara. And then, you kind of like ebb and flow and you come down to something like Outsiders. Super solid gameplay, great set. But it's mild, it's modest. It had 3 marvels in it. We didn't like push boundaries. It's rock solid. But you coming up to Dusk Till Dawn, we've really just like pushed the boundaries on what this product can be. We've really delivered something very special to celebrate this 10th set milestone. So look, when I say there's something, you guys should get excited about it. Like, this is hype, this is special. It returns to the foundation of the Flesh and Blood story arc, the War of the Monarch story arc, and you can see this like baked into the foundations of a game. Even going back to the card back of Flesh and Blood, even before we launched the game in 2019, War of the Monarch story arc was what the essence of our lore was based upon. So for those of you who don't know, the back of the card, it has the angelic script across the top and the demonic script across the bottom. That really is the essence of what this conflict is in the world of Wraith. Darkness is the canvas of the universe, light the brushstrokes of creation. So we're going back to that core story arc with Dusk Till Dawn. Dusk Till Dawn releasing Friday, July the 14th. It is a pretty big set, 36 cards, 10 cards per pack, 24 packs per display as normal for a expansion or supplementary booster set, but it's quite a big set for an expansion set. Keep in mind, it's not intended to be drafted. It is to expand constructed play. Rarity breakdown, 1 Fabled, 8 Legendaries, 56 Majestics, so a lot of Legendaries and Majestics in this set, 77 Rares, 94 Commons, and 10 Marvels to celebrate the 10th set milestone. MSRP, same as Outsiders and Dynasty, holding the line there. And keep this in mind, we have the full product announcement going live on fabtcg.com Monday, New Zealand time. So hopefully the team back in Auckland get it up nice and early on Monday, which means that all of you can catch that announcement the back end of Pro Tour Sunday. So again, War of the Monarch. This is a key element of what Flesh and Blood is. But again, it's that central story arc which is driving the narrative and that lore forward, and everything else that sort of that has existed over the last couple of years it's kind of like orbiting that central story arc. So we went on our expedition up to Aria. We had Shiana on her diplomatic envoy to Volcor with Uprising, but all of these things are sort of like subplots that are piecing together for this central story arc, which is the War of the Monarch. And this one you probably didn't know, but this is a biggie. Dusk Till Dawn is actually part 2 of the War of the Monarch trilogy. And it is, a lot of the storytelling in Dusk Till Dawn is going to be centered around this critical 12-hour window of time, literally the falling of dusk to the rising of dawn. And we're going to be focusing on some key things that happen in that small window of time which are critical to this conflict as it evolves. And look, something to just keep in mind is the majority of the Flesh and Blood community has actually joined the game since Monarch first released in May of 2021. And look, you're going to be seeing us doing things with preview season, refeaturing a lot of the original storytelling from that Monarch era. Things like the War of the Monarch Pre-release weekend as things to bridge that gap in time, so we can bring all of the beautiful new fans who have joined the game recently on their journey and to really get engaged with that War of the Monarch story arc. So again, the previous season will give, and the War of the Monarch Pre-release weekends will give fans, new and old alike, an opportunity to engage with this epic story arc that's been unfolding literally for over 2 years. So let's talk about, she's beautiful, isn't she? Let's talk about what the War of the Monarch Pre-release is. So it's running Friday through Sunday in stores across the world, 1 week before the release of Dusk Till Dawn. It is using Monarch Booster Draft as the actual event gameplay format. Again, Dusk Till Dawn is an expansion booster set. It's not designed to be drafted. So we're using Monarch Booster Draft, and there are Dusk Till Dawn prize packs. Very important to know, you can go and play these events and get Dusk Till Dawn prize packs a week before release. And of course, you'll get a chance to win the Prism Advent of Thrones and Vinset Cold Foil prize cards. So there's 2 each of those Cold Foil heroes per kit. And I really think that this Prism Advent of Thrones is going to be one of the most coveted collector's pieces in Flesh and Blood for many, many years to come. There is also 32 extended art Rainbow Foil participation cards per kit as well. So these kits are sort of designed to support 4 draft pods for a store. So the winner of each of those draft pods gets a Cold Foil hero, and all players get one of the participation cards. If a store happens or chooses not to run 4 pods, then they should be giving away those Cold Foil hero cards as like random door prizes. And this War of the Monarch Draft weekend is going to be really, really key for all of the National Championship competitors. It is a great opportunity to prepare for the National Championships with some Monarch booster drafts. So let's talk about National Champs a little bit. The season starts on August the 25th. 43 countries are hosting National Champs this year. That's 20% more countries than last year, which is a great, thank you. It's a great indication of just the global growth of Flesh and Blood, and it's been so exciting to see Flesh and Blood growing so strongly and so consistently all across the world, and reflected no better than with the National Champs expansion. National Champs will feature classic constructed format in every National Championship, and if it's a National Championship which is multiple days, it will have the Monarch Booster Draft component to those National Championship events. And I want to talk a little bit about Monarch Booster Draft, because when Monarch released back in May of 2021, it really was only New Zealand and Taiwan that got to experience the Monarch Limited environment at a competitive level. And that was due to all of the COVID restrictions at this time. So we really feel that the majority of the old Flesh and Blood players actually missed out on a chance to play Monarch Limited competitively. And again, there's been the majority of Flesh and Blood fans have joined the game since Monarch was released. So the vast majority of players across the world never really got to play Monarch Limited at all. So although Monarch is an old set, it's going to be a very new experience for most people. And it's a really good limited product. And just something that I just want to touch on is, like, we kind of learned the lesson with Uprising. Every draft or every product, it has a lifespan. Outsiders, fantastic product, and people are loving drafting Outsiders across the world. Feedback has just been tremendous, but everything has its time. And we don't want to see another Uprising 6-month, draft season. Like, it doesn't matter how good Outsiders is, people will get sick of it if it's drafted for too long. So that's why we want Outsiders to be the limited format through to the end of Road to Nationals, which gives it, a good 3-4 months life cycle. And then we move into the National Champ season, starting with the War of the Monarch Pre-release weekend, which is Monarch Draft. And then our full set that releases in September is draftable again. So we're already onto that sort of 4-monthly draft season to keep things fresh and exciting for you all. Let's talk about Worlds a little bit. Obviously, Nationals, one of the primary feeders into the World Championship. As we announced, World Championship will be in Europe in 2023. And I know we had indicated to everybody that we would be announcing the World Championship host city at today's event. So that host city is to be confirmed. All I can say, it's going to be a big city with bright lights. The hunt is still on, and we will let you guys know as soon as possible. We're getting close. But it will be in Europe, it will be in a big city, it will have bright lights. Yeah. This guy's pretty good, yeah? So look, one of the special things about Dusk Till Dawn that I'm really, really excited to share with you today. Again, 10% milestone, we wanted to do something really special for this product. So Dusk Till Dawn, it is honoring the original Light and Shadow Living Legend heroes. You will find 10 to celebrate the 10% milestone, Prism Sculptor of Arclight. You will find 10 chain bound by shadow, cold foil, serialized, hand-drawn artist sketch cards by Livia Prima and the incredible Federico Musetti, who is here this weekend. The original artists of Prism and Chain. But I do have to share with you a little bit of a heartbreaker. They are only available in product that will be in Europe, North America, and Brazil. So for all of my friends in Asia Pacific, I hear you, I feel you. We do some pretty, we share the love around APAC as well. I mean, Southeast Asia does have the exclusive Sigil of Solace Merlion promo card releasing about now. So there is a lot of love for APAC, and there are other special things coming for APAC as we move forward. But these artist sketch cards will be in Europe, North America, and Brazil. And they really are just something very, very special. And look, we've talked a lot about Prism. Prism really has been center stage in a lot of the presentation of this keynote today. And for those who joined us for the keynote that we did at San Jose for the World Championship back in November, you will remember that I presented a very special collaboration between Weta Workshop and Legend Story Studios, Weta being one of the most loved, respected, renowned companies on the global stage out of New Zealand. And I'm very, very proud and pleased to be able to share with you and being able to reveal Prism Sculptor of Arclight Fabled Collection Statue. Please come and enjoy. These will be available next year. Or later this year rather. They ship with the graded Prism cold foil Marvel card. This is the Marvel with the full art on the back of it. They are all graded 9.5 or better, and as you can see, there is the one lonesome 10 grade that made it from the batch. So one of those statues will have a 10 with it, which is proudly on display here. But come and check it out, take some photos. Please do be a little bit careful with the display. She is fragile, but yeah. Pleased to present it to you. Thank you very much, folks. We've got some food coming out soon, so please enjoy the evening, help yourself to the food, and looking forward to a great weekend. Pro Tour Baltimore, thank you very much.